Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Metropolitan and Jungle Experience webinar. My name is Leslie Castro, and it is a pleasure to speak about this wonderful experience at the Amazon Peruvian River on board of MV Zafiro, our luxury Amazon cruise. MV Zafiro is a floating 5-star hotel that will take you to the world of the Pacaya-Samiria National Reserve. I will introduce one of the expeditions and truly fantastic experience with luxury accommodation, fantastic big windows for viewings, gourmet foods, and service impeccable. Natural professionals guides will help to explore the wildlife, village, and natural landscape. Where is located Pacaya-Samiria National Reserve? Okay, we are here at South America, our country that is Peru. Capital of Peru, Lima, where is located our cell office. And we have to go into Iquitos by flight. Iquitos is on the north of our country, where you will embark the MV Zafiro. We sail and explore the Amazon River, the Marañón River, and the Ucayali River. Between this main river is located the heart of the Amazon, as we call Pacaya and Samiria National Reserve. Saturday is the embarkation day from Iquitos City for 8 days, 7-night programs, and for 5 days and 4-night programs. Wednesday is the embarkation day from Nauta for 4 days and 3-night programs. We provide a transfer by highway from Iquitos to Nauta. This transfer is taken around 1 hour, 45 minutes from Iquitos. MV Zafiro have been built in 2014 and is a luxury new ship in the Peruvian Amazon. Have 3 decks. On third deck, we call observation deck. We have the public areas. And on first deck and second deck, we have the suites, master suites, and Zafiro suites. MV Zafiro is a Peruvian vessel with 50 meters long, 620 gross ton. We have also 2 Caterpillars engine of 250 horsepower each one, 2 electrical generators. It's important to know that electricity on board is the 110 volts and 220 volts too. For air condition, we have a chiller system. We have also on board a water treatment plant. It's a new ship, a luxury new ship right now at the Amazon. For safety on board, MV Zafiro provide radio communication and satellite phone too, life jacket for children and for adults, fire extinguisher and a smoke detector in each cabin. In an evacuation case, there are 3 ski boats with capacity for 58 persons. The first day's passengers have a safety drill on board with captain and cruise director. Regarding the excursions, we have 3 comfortable ski boats, 2 with maximum capacity for 25 passengers and 1 with capacity for 8 passengers. We make groups with 15 passengers in each ski and 1 group with 8 passengers. These skis are really big and passengers have space for taking tripods and big camera during the excursions. Passengers are sitting one in front of the other. With this position, the explorations become more comfortable because, for example, they have a space for their legs. The view during the exploration is more than 180 degrees. These details are really important for them. On board, we have 22 crew members, 18 between the cabin stewards, the waiters, bartenders, chef, captain, and engine room staff. We have also one cruise director, who is the person in charge to keep each detail from passengers, and 3 bilingual naturals guides in charge of all excursions during the cruising day. Zafiro have capacity for 40 passengers, with availability to accommodate a child in each cabin. We recommend this experience for families with children from 7 years old. Now I will explain about the facilities and service on board. Zafiro have on first deck 8 suites with 21 meters squares, with panoramic windows from the ceiling to the floor. And in this deck we have the connecting rooms. We have also 2 master suites with 23 meters square and have the same facilities that the suite, more a better view because it's a 90 degrees view. On the upper deck, there are 8 suites with private balcony with 21 meters squares and Zafiro suite with 40 meters square and a magnificent view of 180 degrees. This is some pictures of the Zafiro suites. Zafiro suites have also a jacuzzi tub that's a difference between the other suites. Have the panoramic windows from the ceiling to the floor in each side of the suite. Have a sofa bed too. Have a kitchenette. Have a television with a Blu-ray system. And it's possible to request also the breakfast and at the suite. Another facilities that we have at the suites is all suites like balconies or master suites or suites. We have a desk in each suite. On second deck, the balcony with the chair. All the suites have also the telephone, the internal telephone, if you want to be communicating with other rooms or maybe with the bar to request some drinks to the room. We have also the outdoor lounge on second deck, the jacuzzi too, and on the exercise room and Zafiro spa. Jacuzzi is a big place that we can make like a party, so maybe to join with the friends because there are a bar in this jacuzzi place. The lounge bar have also a small lecture room for passengers, and we have also a coffee station in this indoor lounge. 24 hours a coffee station. The exercise room too is included in the package. Zafiro spa too. And all kinds of service that you will need during the cruising date are included in each itinerary. Okay, for food and service, we provide a buffet breakfast, lunch buffet too, and dinner is a la carte. In our bar that is located on third deck, Zafiro have included all national alcoholic beverage like national beers and pisco. I just showed you some pictures. You can have more information about the facilities and service on board of MV Zafiro. Now I will introduce to Juan Carlos. Juan Carlos is one of Natural's guides. He will explain you more about the excursions and the activities at the Pacaya-Samiria National Reserve.
Hello everybody, my name is Juan Carlos Palomino Bern. So I'm the head guide naturalist for Zafiro vessel. So it's a great pleasure to have a chance to explain and offer what we have around. For expeditioners and jungle lovers, we have amazing activities that we developed according to a certain interest. Could be personal interest as well. We make jungle walks, example, as piranha fishing and go pink dolphin observation. We learn a lot about medicinal plants. We have cultural exchange with local people visiting the villages and to understand the idiosyncrasy and local culture from the area as well. And so I invite you to go to the map, to discover the treasures of the Amazon while we navigate in Zafiro for this mighty river. So our trip starts in Iquitos, as Leslie Castro said. Iquitos is a peninsula, completely isolated by water. The only way to get to Iquitos is flying from Lima, 1 hour and 25 minutes by plane to get to Iquitos. And have a million people living in Iquitos approximately, with amazing, charming things into its part of virgin forest, Peruvian Amazon. So we start in Iquitos, sailing up the main Amazon River. So you can see number 1 over there where it says Iquitos, and then we head towards the Staos. Number 2, you can see it says Quebrada Yanayacu. The main Amazon has over 1,200 tributaries. So the main idea is to be exploring these beautiful tributaries, bountiful in wildlife. Each one is always different to the others. So here we look for monkeys, three-toed sloth, which is a very slow animal. This Yanayacu River, which it means black water in Quechua, it's a Cucama reserve, so owned by the locals, which is really very important for us due to the coexisting activities we do with them. And we learn about the historical background as well from them, and we share useful details. So we follow the map farther upriver, and we get to number 3, as you can see in the map, to the main junction between the Marañón and Ucayali, where the Amazon is formed, as we know it now as the birthplace. There's a small creek in between these two main rivers known as Piranha Creek, that we used to go and look for birds like mascarenes and tanagers, macaws, scarlet macaws, blue and yellow macaws, toucans, and as well pink dolphins all over the areas that we're going to be exploring around. And of course, talk a little bit about the main Amazon, its tributaries. Do that starts over here. Then we go towards up the Marañón River. If you see in the map, you will see number 4, the left side, that it says Nauta Creek, having as well on the left side of number 4, Yanayacu de Pucate, which is one of the main entrances into Pacaya-Samiria National Reserve. Something that we're proud to offer and as well happy to explore every time we go is Pacaya-Samiria National Reserve, which is the largest reserve, one of the largest reserves in South America, with over 2,080,000 square hectares, with countless species and different ecosystems and habitats that harbor amazing varieties of birds and as well ecological fauna, flora, and of course explorers will have a chance to be learning a little bit about everything and exploring every single creek and lagoons we find around. So inside Nauta Creek, we observe iguanas, caiman iguanas, hawks, monkeys like squirrel monkeys, howler monkeys, brown capuchin monkeys. We have over 14 species of monkeys into the Pacaya National Reserve, and I'm sure that everyone will be enjoying it. So after this great experience, which is really special for us, that's without mentioning that we as well have a picnic breakfast into this amazing reserve where we're going to be actually choosing just a lagoon, and along with pink dolphins and birds flying over, we're going to be having picnic breakfast in the middle of nowhere. After all this experience, we came back to the main Marañón River where the vessel Zafiro or ship is going to be waiting for us to move towards upriver again. And number 5, you can see in the map, it says Quebrada Perdida, which it means Creek Perdida or Lost Creek. In this beautiful blackwater stream that flows into the Marañón, we can see, look for giant river otters, curassow birds, monkeys as well, and many other species like euphonias for bird lovers. We'll have a chance to see those species that are difficult to spot close to the understory canopy. Just to keep moving further up again, up the Marañón towards Tiger River and Nahuapa. So now number 6, if you see your map, you will see number 6. So that river is called Tiger River, with the first tributary going to the right, which is the Nahuapa. All this area is very known due to its amazing diversity and the area that really harbors countless species as well. We're going to have a chance over there to learn about different species of fish during the fishing morning, and as well go deeper into a kind of gallery forest with amazing lakes, which are really darker than the common ones we find around. That's why these kind of areas are normally called the mirror forest. So then we head towards upriver again, coming back to the Marañón to go to the number 7. Number 7 to the main entrance of Pacaya and Samira National Reserve, where we're going to be there interacting with the Cucama community now at San Martin of Tepisca. San Martin of Tepisca, it's a Cucama Cucamiria ethnic group which preserve its natural culture, and we're going to be learning during this morning about uh, life life in the jungle, idiosyncrasy, beliefs, and it's going to be a very interesting intercultural exchange between us and the people, of course, assisted by your naturalists, translating every single thing we have on this encounter, and as well explore up the Samiria River, where we're going to be having a chance to see macaw rookeries, like blue-eared macaws, green macaws, um, and as well water turtle projects that the reserve manage, sustainable projects in agreement with the community of Tipishka. So there is a reason why if you really check on your map, you will see 7 and 8 together, and the darkest area is where the Tipishka, which it means lake, ubicates the San Martin of Tipishka community we will visit, which have an agreement with the reserve managing sustainable projects into the area of the number 7, which is a very remote area into the park that we're going to be exploring as well, along with the assistance of some rangers who are going to be sharing with us all about the water turtle projects during the dry season. And in high water season, we have many other options to explore some of the lagoons and lakes, and a breeding spot for dolphins, where we're going to be actually uh, amazed to see how dolphins train their babies depending on the season. After all that great experience, we came back to the main river, to the Marañón, the Marañón River, and we got to the number 9, to the number 9, came back to Pampa Creek, way downstream this time again, As I said at the beginning, we start our journey in Iquitos, start to move point by point, exploring all different streams and creeks, looking for wildlife, expecting to see as much as we can, and of course, to learn more than see, to appreciate more what we have around. Do that is everyone's responsibility to preserve what we have. So number 9, Pampa Creek. So Pampa Creek or Pampa Canyon, it's a very special place for bird lovers. So we go and look for countless species like horned screamers, kingfishers, cormorants, herons, egrets, the famous cap heron with blue face, which is really rare with a couple plumes on the head, are really bountiful in this area, and I'm sure everyone is going to be really enjoying it. We came back again to the main river, and we head downstream again. Number 10, you will see in the map. Number 10, nearby Nauta, that area is called Shiriyaku. Shiriyaku Lagoon, it is one of the most impressive places to fish for piranhas. And as well, giant water lilies around on these ponds we have, which are connected to each other. Also, there is a sloth rookery we just recently discovered, and we try to preserve it with the people. So it's going to be a great morning experience searching for sloth with babies, males and females, and go for piranha fishing during the day as well, and see the water lilies, and with this, without counting the countless species of birds that we could find on the area. So we came back after that just to keep having great experiences in the Amazonas and head downstream again to the number 11. In between the Marañón and Ucayali, we have shortcut that we know it as Yucuruchi. So as Yucuruchi, this is a connector actually between the Ucayali and Marañón. And over there, we're gonna be observing again some other species that on the 1 to 10 numbers we didn't see. Each place itself has a different charming and harbors a different species. So in this morning over there, besides that we will find again water lily plants, we're going to have a chance to look for red howler monkeys, and in general we have the experience of this great area in the afternoon, and as well caiman lizards, rodents like capybaras or black rat-tailed rats, and some other species, coming back by the sunset with a nice sunset, and of course getting dark before arriving to the ship, looking for monkeys, nocturnal birds, and snakes, anacondas, or boa constrictors. So this area is bountiful in reptiles. Then we came back to the main river Marañón and keep moving downstream to the main junction, go around to go into the Ucayali. We arrive into the Ucayali and keep moving farther up until we get to the number 12. So we're going to be sailing actually very much whole day until we get to this special place, now Yanalpa River. So I would wish to call it the Yanalpa River Expedition. So Yanalpa is now for scientists as the gallery forest, though that trees, branches just meet each other and looks just like a tunnel, and bountiful in primates, especially the smallest primate of the planet, which is a pygmy marmoset, an amazing tiny little thing that feeds only from the mucilaginous of the trees due to the proteins they can get through that. Very 100% sure we will be observing on this area. Meanwhile, we're going to be start coming back by night, searching for nocturnal animals as well, hearing the amazing night symphony of the beginning of the night. So after exploring this area of Yanalpa, which is in the Ucayali River, we're gonna be heading towards, if you can see, number 13 over there. So we have over there Tapiche River. So Tapiche River, it's actually a Kukama communal reserve with bountiful tributaries feeding it, rich in flora and fauna, harboring hundreds of different other species, especially endangered species like the red wakaru monkey and harp eagles and the harp eagles. So this species of monkey is unique. Due that lost the tail already and is considered an old primate, old world primate. So it's now that new world primates have prehensile tails that in comparison to this one, which is an endangered species, we will have a great chance to see it, at least 80% sure, and enjoy. It's completely red. And harpy eagles, which are monkey eaters, for any bird watcher is really highlight. And actually we always are aiming to highlights during our trip. And besides that, see some other species like flycatchers, dragons, mud moths, euphonias, see fish, as well see some fishermen people in the area that will be interacting with us and knowing as much as we can as well, getting closer to the local people. So then we came back again to the river to go to number 14, 14.1, as you can see over there in the map. We have Quebrada Dorado or Dorada stream, and as well Zapote around Puerto Loreto, in between Puerto Loreto. So this area, which are just separated by a big island in the middle of the river, are amazing places into the main national reserve to explore and look for some other species that are hard to see, like giant river otters, like I mentioned it just in number 12. But this is another area where we could have a chance to go and see a giant river otter brookery. There are moments when we find groups of 4, 5, or 10, and considering they are an endangered species, that's actually primordial for us and highlight during the trip. So explorers, we have a chance of the excitement to be looking for these great animals, and while we're observing as well more monkeys and birds, macaws flying over, parrots. We have over 23 different species of parrots in the Amazonas, snakes, at least over 70 species of whip snakes, two species of two species of dolphins, pink dolphin and gray dolphin we have in the area. The whole trip is going to be actually a combination of observations with countless species, and these two different spots make really a very important place for us. So then we came back from this point. From this point, we look for number 15 in the map. Number 15, going downriver, downstream. Downstream, you will see number 15. We're going to be sailing all the way downstream, coming back from the heart of the National Reserve, downriver, closer to the confluence again, just to explore Yarapa River, which is another Cucama Reserve. So into this river, we're going to be having a great chance this time to see a suspension bridges project into Treehouse canopy project. So here, which is a great highlight and a great chance to see some other species that we won't find in the herb layer or understory or just on canopy. So like bromelias, many people know bromelias, which are epiphyte plants, which it means herb plants. But besides that, we have parasites and especially endophytes. And many species depends on bromelias. Only one bromelia could harbor over 500 different specimens, different species of animals, like vine snakes, tarantulas, scorpions, and many species of frogs, tadpoles in the little water that is containing the bromelia, and that's amazing. So when we visit this suspension bridges project into the treehouse, we're going to be actually in the canopy observing from 40 centimeters bromelias that we might be moving slowly the leaves and search for some other smaller things that in general people do not think that could exist out there. Then we keep moving to the number 16, come back to the main river. Number 16, way back to Quitos already, Panguana, Tamchiaco area. So this time, before we came back to Quitos, we cannot avoid to visit a home into a community and make a cooking class by first hand from the local people. He's going to be showing us these delicacies we have in the Amazonas. So it's, besides being a culinary exchange, I could say, between cultures, we're gonna be having a chance to be tasting by first hand in a home, in a community, a dish locally prepared. So, well, guys, this is very much a little bit a briefing actually about the activities we have. Now, I want to show you some pictures. Uh, well, one more time, I just would like to remark, Leslie explained, that Iquitos is located an hour and 25 minutes from Lima in South America. And well, here we have a picture that you can see with a canoe, a wooden boat, a wooden boat with a canoe, and as well myself on the right side, very handsome, uh, with a piranha, holding a piranha. With we have of the 3,000 species of fish we have in the Amazonas, at least 37 are species of piranhas, like I was mentioning during the mapping activities. Uh, as well, you see a picture below, the picture of the piranha, a tourist that is actually interacting with the local people, using the kind of powder to squeeze the juice, which is a kind of a local thing we use for getting the juice out and prepare different things from sugarcane juice. So we're going to be as well. Uh, that's a picture. That's a picture of the suspension bridges that I was just talking about 30 seconds ago. So you can see how high it is, and good for bird lovers, and well, monkeys sometimes just walk on the rails, and that's amazing. That's really amazing. You can see a masculine tanager on the right side, and now we have some happy tourists, some happy explorers. After being wrestling a snake through the jungle, guys, you can see an example of the jungle walks we make. After being learning about plants and looking for snakes through the forest and just coming back with a big smile. So that's some of the things that we do. So just pictures to complement what we have been mentioning during the mapping explanation. And of course, we mentioned the village. You can see over there the children of the community, with a little girl that came on our ship as well. And you can see the typical house with a Dutch roof, with palm bark, actually the front house. And you can see tourists over there, just uh, showing its hands to the kids, which are always curious in trying to know where you guys come from, and what's the main things. In this kind of visits, we find that our Kukama people and the communities we visit around, they are experts weaving things and creating handicrafts. Really a great chance for every single traveler just to get a souvenir and bring it back home. That is going to be for lifetime. Here we have, an exploring kayaking. So we have some kayaks in our Zafiro vessel that we're going to be using it every time we get to a small stream or to a small pool, so that everyone could try and look for wildlife itself. Thank you very much. I hope you guys enjoy the whole presentation, and well, have a good day. Digo yo.